There are some very interesting techniques that are unusual and only have become popular in the past year, so many of them you might not know. One of them is called a Latvian twist. Latvian twist is really not a cast on, it's an edging. And I say that because to do the Latvian twist, we're going to start with a couple of rows of stockinette. And I prefer stockinette, though I have seen the Latvian twist edging done with garter stitch. The reason I like the Latvian twist, of course, is that stockinette wants to roll. And part of that roll is going to help us while we're working. You start with a cast on, and I learned this cast on with a multicolor. So I'm teaching it with a multicolor, but it doesn't really matter. You start with a cast on, you work some rows of stockinette or garter stitch between 5 and 6, and here you see my cast on was done with the gold, and then I did 2 rows of white and then a row of the dark spice color. And this is what we're going to do now. To do the Latvian twist, we're going to just start knitting as if we were working some more stockinette. In my case, I'm going to do 6 stitches, but you could do fewer or you can do more. When I have 2, 4, 5, 6 stitches done, I'm going to do the twist. The way I'm doing the twist is I'm pulling the working yarn to the right side out of my way, and then I'm taking this left-hand needle. I'm going to turn it down so it's upside down, and then I'm going to turn it right side up. And you see there, my knitting is actually twisted round. It's all a lumpy mess. And now I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and once again I'm going to take the yarn to the right hand side just by the stitch I've just done, and take the needle and again bring it down, bring it round, bring it forward, and twist the edge, and repeat. Now, when I do a Latvian twist, and when anyone does a Latvian twist on an edge that's going to be a garment or something that's going to be worked in the round, you must work the Latvian twist flat and then join it after the twist. So there's the twist, 2, 4, 5, one more stitch, 6, and again the twist is bring the left needle down, bring it around, putting a twist in the work, and knit the next bunch of stitches. Because you cannot twist the double pointed needles or circular needle. It will just cause too many twists. You won't be able to work it out. If you're working in the round, I like to cast on 1 extra stitch so that when I join in the round I can have an extra stitch. And is that 6 now? 4, 6, too many. So now I have my next bunch of, here's my twist, 2, 4, 5, oh it was 6. Here's my 6th. And now I'm going to twist it round again, and you'll notice each and every time I twist it in the same direction. Could you twist it in the other direction? Sure, but be consistent. So I always do it this direction. That's the direction I was taught. That's the direction I do it. Is it the correct direction? It's the direction I do. If you want to have mirror images on socks or gloves or mittens, you might want to do mirror image twists. And here's our twist, 2, 4, 5, 6. I'm pretty consistent here, aren't I? And here's my last bunch of 2, 4, 6. Here's my last twist. And this is why you see, because I knit 6 before I twisted it, and now I'm going to knit 6 and this last bunch isn't going to be twisted, if I were working in the round, I would have a join that wasn't twisted. If I cast on 1 or 2 extra stitches and overlap them, I could do a twist here at the last edge of the row, knit 2 more stitches, and then when I join it in the round, overlap those stitches with the first 2 stitches of the twist, and then I would have a twist that was continuous. So, taking advantage of stockinette's tendency to knit, the Latvian twist will, and it's interesting how it doesn't twist where it's been twisted. The Latvian twist will create this scalloped, multicolored, twisted edge that is as stretchy as stockinette. It's as stretchy as your cast on. It's not going to be any stretchier. But it is very decorative. It is very colorful. If you're practicing this, what I would do, my very next step, is on my purl row, I would knit 2 together across the row, or purl 2 together across the row, which would bring my stitch count from 36 down to 18. On my knit row, I'd do the same thing. I'd purl 2 together, bringing my count from 18 down to 9, and then repeat it one more time from 9 down to 5. Then I'd bind off, and then using the tails, I would wrap it round and make a small flower. You'd end up with a triangular shape of knitting with this Latvian twist at the end, and by just rolling the triangle around, you could make a rose type shape that's very attractive. It's a good way to make a swatch and not have it wasted. It would be very pretty if you had white, pink, and rose, or some other flower-like colors. But I like the way this twist looks. I think it's a very attractive, simple edge, but as I say, we don't have a twist here, and we don't have a twist here. If we join them in the round, we would have something that was less than attractive. So if you're working in the round, work in a multiple of what your twist is going to be, add 2 extra stitches, do your last twist, knit 2, and then overlap those 2 stitches here at this end so that you have a perfect twist all the way around.